How to handle conflict respectfully. In every relationship, whether it's a gentle bond of love, a lifelong friendship, or the daily rhythm of family life, conflict is not a stranger. It walks quietly into every human connection, reminding us that no two hearts are shaped the same. Disagreement is not a failure. It's simply evidence that both people care enough to have an opinion, to express, to feel. What truly defines us is not the presence of conflict, but the grace and maturity with which we respond to it. Handling conflict respectfully is not about pretending all is well or suppressing your emotions behind polite silence. It's about recognizing the beauty of restraint, about understanding that peace is a choice, not a condition. As Dale Carnegie wrote, when dealing with people, remember you are not dealing with creatures of logic, but creatures of emotion. To handle conflict with respect means to honor emotion without letting it rule. It means to speak with compassion even when your heart feels bruised. Because in the end, what matters most is not who was right, but who remained kind. So, take a breath. Let's walk together through the quiet art of turning tension into trust, anger into understanding, and disagreement into deeper respect. Number 1. The power of the pause. Choosing calm over chaos. Conflict begins in a single second, a misheard word, a raised tone, a careless reply. But within that second lies your greatest power, the pause. The pause is not weakness, it is wisdom in disguise. It's the sacred silence between emotion and reaction, the stillness that saves relationships from words they can never take back. When you pause, you allow your reason to rise above your reflexes. You create space for grace to enter. In American homes, where busy lives and tired minds often collide, that small moment of quiet can prevent an evening from turning into a storm. A few seconds of composure can protect years of trust. Dale Carnegie reminded us, when you are angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. The counting itself doesn't matter. What matters is the cooling. The pause is where clarity returns. The pause is where love catches its breath. And those who master the pause, master themselves. So next time you feel the heat rising in your voice, stop. Step away. Breathe. The silence you choose today will become the peace you live tomorrow. Number 2. Listen beyond words, hearing the heart, not just the voice. Most people hear noise, not meaning. They listen only long enough to respond, not to understand. But true listening, the kind that heals, requires empathy, patience, and presence. To listen beyond words is to see beyond pride, to recognize the emotion behind the expression. When someone speaks in frustration, they're rarely fighting you, they're fighting to be understood. Maybe it's hurt disguised as anger, or loneliness hidden beneath sarcasm. In American culture, where self-reliance is celebrated, many hearts struggle to admit vulnerability. They mask pain with irritation, fear with control. Listening deeply allows you to hear what isn't being said, the ache behind the accusation. Dale Carnegie urged us, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. When you listen with genuine attention, you don't just hear, you heal. You turn conflict into connection, and defensiveness into dialogue. So next time an argument begins, lean in, not to reply, but to understand. Because when you make someone feel heard, you give them back their calm. Number 3. Speak without wounding. Let your words heal, not hurt. Words are invisible hands. They can lift or they can strike. During conflict, every word carries more weight than we realize. To speak respectfully doesn't mean to hide your truth. It means to deliver that truth gently, wrapped in care. Instead of blaming with "you always" or "you never," speak with ownership. I feel, I notice, I wish. This shift transforms accusation into communication. It turns a fight into a conversation. The U.S. values directness, but directness without tact becomes aggression. Real power lies in emotional intelligence, saying what must be said without making someone feel small. Dale Carnegie's wisdom still rings true. Criticism is futile because it puts a person on the defensive. When people feel attacked, they stop listening. But when they feel respected, they start opening. So, speak with purpose, not poison. Choose words that mend rather than wound. Remember, your tone can either build a bridge or burn it. And sometimes, the softest voice carries the strongest truth. Number 4. Lower your volume, not your value, the strength of staying composed. When tempers rise, so do voices. But the moment voices rise, respect begins to fall. True strength is not found in shouting louder, it's found in remaining calm when everything around you invites chaos. Staying composed in an argument doesn't mean you're indifferent, it means you're in control. It means you value the relationship more than the rush of winning the moment. In a culture where boldness is often mistaken for dominance, calmness becomes your quiet superpower. The person who stays calm stays in command. Dale Carnegie once wrote, "Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain, but it takes character and self-control to be understanding and forgiving." When you lower your voice, you raise the quality of the conversation. Your calmness disarms the tension. It turns anger into reflection and creates space for respect to return. So next time someone yells, don't echo their storm, become their stillness. That's how leaders handle conflict. That's how respect survives. Number 5. Seek understanding, not victory, the gentle art of mutual respect. The goal of every conflict should be understanding, not triumph. Because when you win an argument but lose trust, you've lost far more than you gained. Real wisdom lies in asking, do I want to be right, or do I want to be at peace? In every disagreement, step back and see the bigger picture. Is this about truth, or about ego? Winning feeds pride for a moment, but understanding nourishes connection for life. In American relationships, where equality is treasured, mutual understanding builds lasting respect. It tells the other person, I value us more than being right. Carnegie's insight fits perfectly here. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Doing so doesn't mean surrender, it means stepping into empathy. It means choosing to understand before demanding to be understood. So, next time you're caught in a disagreement, replace the urge to argue with curiosity. Ask questions. Seek clarity. The victory you find in peace will always outlast the one found in pride. Number 6. The grace of apology. Healing the heart before the hurt grows. An apology is one of the most powerful gestures a human being can offer, not because it changes the past, but because it redeems the present. Saying, I'm sorry, is not a sign of defeat, it's an act of deep emotional courage. It tells the other person that peace means more to you than ego ever will. Apologizing first, even when it feels unfair, often melts away layers of bitterness. In American culture, where personal accountability is deeply respected, a sincere apology earns admiration, not weakness. It shows that you value integrity over impression. Dale Carnegie taught, if you are wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. A heartfelt apology has the power to shift energy, to soften eyes, to calm voices. It reopens doors that anger had quietly closed. Remember, love doesn't need to win every battle, it needs to heal every wound. The grace of apology restores the heartbeat of respect. So, say it gently, say it fully, and mean it, because humility is the language every heart understands. Number 7. Emotional intelligence in conflict. Mastering the calm within the storm. Emotional intelligence is the art of staying steady when emotions try to pull you apart. It's the quiet awareness of what you feel, why you feel it, and how it affects others. In conflict, emotional intelligence becomes your compass, guiding you away from reaction and toward reflection. Instead of saying, you make me angry, it teaches you to say, I feel angry. That small shift transfers control from the other person to yourself. It transforms chaos into clarity. In American society, where individuality and self-awareness are prized, emotional intelligence isn't a luxury. It's a life skill. It builds trust, nurtures calm conversations, and prevents anger from hijacking respect. Dale Carnegie believed that understanding others begins with understanding ourselves. His wisdom whispers here, when we deal with people, let us remember we are dealing with emotional beings. The more you manage your emotions, the more gracefully you manage relationships. And remember, emotional intelligence doesn't silence your feelings, it guides them. It helps you choose expression over explosion. The next time someone pushes your limits, breathe deeply before responding. You'll notice how powerful it feels to remain calm when chaos expects you to fall apart. Emotional intelligence turns conflict from a battlefield into a classroom, where every disagreement teaches patience, perspective, and the priceless art of inner peace. Number 8. The power of empathy. stepping into another's shoes before you judge. Empathy is not agreement, it's understanding. It's the courage to step out of your perspective and into someone else's, to feel what they feel before you form an opinion. When conflict arises, empathy becomes the bridge across misunderstanding. In American homes and friendships, empathy softens even the hardest conversations. It reminds us that behind every argument is a human story. Maybe they're not angry at you. Maybe they're exhausted, overwhelmed, or afraid. When you take the time to see through their eyes, you disarm hostility and invite humility. Dale Carnegie's timeless principle captures it perfectly. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. This is not submission, it's compassion in action. It doesn't weaken your voice, it deepens it. And empathy goes beyond listening. It's about emotional presence. It's choosing to care even when you don't agree. When people feel seen, they soften. When they soften, connection happens. So the next time conflict knocks, imagine standing in their shoes for a moment. Ask yourself, if I were them, what would I need right now? Understanding or judgment? That single shift can turn confrontation into understanding and misunderstanding into peace. Number 8. Knowing when to step back, the strength in letting silence heal. Sometimes, the most respectful response is no response at all. Not every battle deserves your energy. Knowing when to step back doesn't mean avoidance. It means emotional maturity, the ability to recognize when continued discussion serves no purpose but to wound. In relationships, there are moments when both hearts are too heated to hear. In those moments, space becomes medicine. Stepping back allows emotions to cool and clarity to return. In the US, where personal space and independence are deeply valued, stepping away can often bring more healing than pressing on. Dale Carnegie once advised, "Let the other person save face." Giving space during conflict does just that. It preserves dignity. It shows respect, not indifference. And silence, when chosen wisely, speaks volumes. It communicates self-control, not weakness. It allows both sides to breathe, to think, to reflect. Walking away isn't walking out, it's walking toward wisdom. It's choosing peace over impulse, knowing that silence sometimes speaks louder than any defense ever could. The most powerful people aren't those who always respond, they're the ones who know when not to. Number 10. Boundaries that protect, not punish, keeping respect alive in distance. Boundaries are not barriers, they are bridges built with respect. They define where one heart ends and another begins. In conflict, healthy boundaries protect relationships from becoming emotional battlegrounds. When you say, "I need time to think," or "I don't want to discuss this right now," you're not rejecting someone, you're respecting both of you. In American culture, boundaries are seen as signs of emotional strength and clarity. They prevent resentment by making expectations clear. Dale Carnegie reminded us that people crave appreciation and dignity. Boundaries, when set kindly, honor both. They say, "I care enough about this relationship to keep it healthy." Setting boundaries doesn't push people away, it pulls respect closer. It shows that you're mature enough to protect your peace without destroying connection. So, speak your limits softly but firmly. Boundaries are like fences, they don't lock people out. They simply mark where care can flourish without chaos. That's how love stays alive, through mutual respect, not emotional exhaustion. Number 11. Turning disagreement into growth. Lessons hidden inside conflict. Every conflict carries a hidden message, a lesson waiting to be learned. Behind every argument lies an opportunity to understand yourself, your triggers, and your values more deeply. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" When handled wisely, conflict becomes a mirror. It reflects how you love, how you listen, and how you forgive. In U.S. relationships, where personal growth and self-awareness are highly valued, learning from disagreements turns pain into purpose. It transforms defensiveness into maturity. Dale Carnegie's teaching aligns beautifully here. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Similarly, every failed conversation can become a step toward better communication. The next time a disagreement stings, write down what you learned instead of what you lost. You'll start to see patterns, and within those patterns lies emotional evolution. So, embrace your disagreements not as cracks in connection, but as cracks where light can enter, illuminating what still needs healing. Growth doesn't come from perfection, it comes from understanding. Number 12. The quiet strength of forgiveness, releasing the weight that holds you back. Forgiveness is not about excusing hurtful behavior, it's about freeing yourself from its burden. To forgive respectfully means to choose peace over bitterness, to let go of the poison while keeping the lesson. In any close relationship, grudges are like invisible chains. They weigh down love, silence laughter, and distance hearts. Forgiveness cuts those chains gently. It doesn't erase the past, but it gives you the courage to move forward. In the American mindset, forgiveness is seen as emotional independence, the power to reclaim your happiness without waiting for an apology. Dale Carnegie said, "Hatred is never ended by hatred, but by love." The same applies to conflict. Forgiveness is not a favor to others, it's a gift to yourself. It's the quiet strength that turns pain into wisdom and endings into beginnings. When you forgive, you stop carrying the story that hurt you and start writing the one that heals you. You show others, and yourself, that peace is not found in payback but in letting go. So forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Let go with grace, and your heart will finally breathe again. Conflict will always be part of life, no matter how kind, wise, or careful you are. But how you handle it will define the quality of your peace, the depth of your relationships, and the strength of your character. Respect is not the absence of disagreement, it is the presence of grace within it. In a world that often glorifies reaction, choose reflection. In a society that rewards volume, choose calmness. Remember Dale Carnegie's golden truth: the only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. But if an argument finds you, face it with dignity, empathy, and restraint. Because in the end, it's not about being right, it's about being kind. The real power lies in the one who can stay centered while others lose balance. So I'll leave you with this thought: who in your life deserves your forgiveness today? Who needs your calm instead of your criticism? Comment below with one simple thing you've learned about handling conflict peacefully. Let's turn this comment section into a ripple of respect, a space where wisdom replaces drama, and where kindness always has the last word. Thank you for watching.